over the light as well. It feels quite dark, doesn't it? His Powdle is very quick between the wickets. He'll get back for a couple. Gets the dive in. Such a young athlete, or such a talented young athlete he is. I'm looking around here, Mel. I'm not sure we've any rain forecast, but it's awfully glum, isn't it? For what? 4:15 p.m.
It is, yeah, and there is no rain forecast.
That doesn't mean anything in Scotland or Ireland. You can
Okay,
say
fair
0%, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, it is 0%.
Well, the real field, they're claiming it's 14 degrees now. What's the real field? 6, 7, maybe 8? You're going to see Powdle's dive here. Look at that, outstanding work. Direct hit would have been interesting.
Yeah, direct hit, I reckon he was gone for money.
At the 20 over marker, were we somehow to have a cessation in play, more just to give you a sort of sense as to what Duckworth Lewis Stern thinks, Nepal would need to be 107 to be ahead, so that they'll probably do that comfortably if they stay only 2 down. But wickets are the key asset, so much so that they actually would have only need to be 78 for none when they were none down. Worked into the leg side very nicely by Bim Sharkey. This will be a much more comfortably run 2. You'd imagine that if Stuart Law looks at that first innings, he'll probably be frustrated with how they started with the ball, but he'll be delighted with how they fought back. And now he won't mind this test, will he, for their first ever game? He'll really kind of relish this test that his batters have been given.
Well, he's going to find out. You can find out stuff at training, but you only really find out, I think, in these high-pressure games, and they are all high-pressure. So he'll be learning at a rapid rate about his players. He'll have liked what he saw from the openers.
Guided down to deep third. Every run has been roared by this raucous Nepal home crowd.
It's probably helping them keep warm. Maybe you and I should get up and start dancing. I'm very appreciative of the fact that you went over and got a couple of layers. I'm just wrapping your whatever this is around my legs.
Kevin O'Brien will be pleased as well. You've got the Kevin O'Brien Cricket Academy beanie on.
I have got.
I've got
Kevin
3
O'Brien.
of them. He's one of my best pals. He always just gives me gear, and I love a beanie because I've no hair. So, whereas somebody actually mistook you earlier for Manali Patel, which I was quite amused by. I'm going to read you the message now. Manali Patel from Canada was out commentating with us at the Nepal Premier League, and this fan said, "Please send me a photo of and pass my regards to Manali, sir." I said, I think it's definitely not the Canadian accent to my right.
No, that is. I definitely do not have a Canadian accent. I do get told it flips about a bit, and I'm in Australia. Australians will say that I have a bit of an English twang, and then when I tell people in England that, they laugh raucously because they say I do not have anything of the sort. So I don't know what I am.
Whipped intentionally in the air by Bim Sharkey. Not the right line from Davidson. That's the longest corner of the ground. 77 metres. Enough. 78. I don't think it would have got there, but it had just enough momentum to get up to that furthest corner of the entire venue. And it's a boundary to end another expensive over from Davidson. Good shot from Bim Sharkey.
Yeah, just straying down leg side. All of the bowlers just been a bit loose. Whether it's line, whether it's length. They've just been a bit inconsistent. And it looks like Safian Sharif is going to come back, who was expensive in his first over in particular, and came back and bowled a very tidy over. So, and he is the one who generally has more control. Most experienced as well in this attack, and it's not going to be him, it's still going to be Jack Jarvis. Well, Safian Sharif got the ball and was walking back as if he was going to bowl the over.
Nicely judged single by Powdle, as the overthrow will be attempted to be fielded by McMullen, who's always involved. Safian Sharif instead tidies up. Nice to see Safian Sharif passing on all of his knowledge, all of his experience to young Jack Jarvis. Real promise, isn't he? going to be fascinated to see how his career arc evolves. I think he might end up as a number 6 or 7 in the order with the potential in his batting. It's by no means the finished product at the moment.
It was his batting that I first noticed, actually. So I first saw him. The Scotland team had a sort of training camp out in Antigua a couple of years back, and I played some games against some of the local teams. One of the St Kitts I played against, and the Leeward